Stop everything. Stop scrolling. Stop breathing for a second and receive this mandate. God himself, the Ancient of Days, the Lion of Judah. He sent this message specifically to your location, to your device, to your soul. They tried to stop this transmission. They tried to scramble the signal. They tried to keep you distracted, but they failed. They failed utterly. You are here because this word is stamped with your destiny. This is not background noise. This is your diagnosis. This is your supernatural activation. Before we go deeper, before the veils are torn and the spiritual light blinds the darkness, you must seal this word. You must affirm your readiness to cross the threshold. Type the sacred numerical code 777 in the comments right now. 777. This is not a suggestion. It is the key. It is the immediate activation seal that unlocks the portal of protection and notifies the watchers that you are ready to receive the full diagnosis. Do it now. Type 777 and seal the agreement between your spirit and the divine source. I need you to understand something immediately. Have you felt the weight? The absolute, crushing weight that no one else around you seems to understand. The betrayals that cut deeper than any knife. The constant, relentless sabotage of every good thing you try to build. Listen to me. You are not cursed. You are not cursed. You are not cursed. You are not unlucky. You are perilous. The reason your path is difficult, the reason the attacks keep coming, the reason jealousy stalks you like a shadow that never sleeps, is because you are built different. You possess an anointing that makes the entire spiritual world nervous. The inferno of hell trembles when your name is whispered in the corridors of darkness. The suffering you endured was not random. The loneliness, the scarcity, the false accusations, these were not accidents. They were targeted. Precision strikes launched by the enemy because he knew what you carry. He knows the blueprint God placed inside you. He knows the magnitude of the light you are destined to release onto this planet. And they tried to extinguish that light. They tried to make you small. They tried to convince you that you were ordinary, that your pain was just normal human hardship. That is a lie engineered in the deepest pit of the abyss. You are not ordinary. You are a consecrated weapon. You are a chosen instrument forged in the fires of divine purpose. And they tried to break the mold. They sent spiritual assassins to your doorstep. They infiltrated your closest circles, planting seeds of doubt, seeds of division, seeds of profound hopelessness. They tried to weaponize your closest friends against you. They tried to use your family to deliver poison to your soul. But what happened? You stood. You kept standing. Even when your knees were weak. Even when your voice was hoarse from screaming silence. Even when the world told you to quit. You refused. You absolutely refused to give the darkness the satisfaction of seeing you fold. The divine report is in. The intelligence gathered from the spiritual realms confirms your status. And I must deliver this news with urgency. You just passed the hardest test of your life. The test that was designed to wipe out your destiny line. The test that was supposed to trigger a total spiritual collapse. You walked through that fire. While you were weeping, while you were on your knees thinking it was over, heaven had its eyes fixed on you. The celestial council of archangels watched the final, desperate battle unfold in your living room, in your mind, in your relationship, in your bank account. They watched it all. They tracked the moment of your deepest despair. This is the moment I want you to visualize, to inhale, and to know as absolute truth. I see the scene now, illuminated by an ethereal, impossible light. There were forces, ancient, cold, cynical forces, that approached your dwelling. They were sent by the very principality of death and destruction. They came to finalize the contract of defeat. They came because they thought you had reached your limit. The entity of death itself, not metaphoric, but a chilling, black shadow, knocked on your physical door. It waited for you to open the door, spiritually or physically, and surrender. But what happened next? The darkness had miscalculated. The inferno of suffering did not burn you up. It purified you. It activated the hidden seal of the Most High that lies dormant in your core. That dark entity, that ancient, cold shadow. It saw the light radiating from your core, the very stamp of divinity upon your soul, and it retreated. It didn't just walk away. It ran away terrified. I mean, screaming. It retreated in terror because the anointing that protects you, the sheer density of your destiny, overwhelmed it. It knew it could not cross that threshold. And this is the proof, the undeniable Shangon absolute proof that you are consecrated. The demonic forces assigned to your destruction are now reporting back to their overlords, shaking. They are screaming into the spiritual ether that the mission failed. They failed. They failed. They tried to break you. They tried to silence you. They tried to erase your destiny. But they failed. They tried to use depression. They tried to use anxiety. They tried to use financial ruin. They threw every weapon in their arsenal at you, but the weapons did not prosper. Why? Because you are protected by a force that is infinitely greater than the sum of all the hellish battalions combined. I see the spiritual chaos they left behind. I see the demons scattering like roaches when the light turns on. They are running from your home. They are running from your car. They are running from your workplace. They are running screaming, shrieking, terrified because they encountered something in you that they did not anticipate. Relentless endurance. They thought they could break the chosen one, but you just showed them how sharp the blade of your spirit really is. And as those dark forces report their catastrophic failure, they are met with the divine report. I hear the Archangel Michael speaking your name in the throne room. I hear the sound of celebration in the high places. God is not disappointed in you. God is not frustrated with you. The message being broadcast across the celestial dimensions is clear, urgent, and filled with pride. They passed the test. They endured the fire. They held the line. They know now. The spiritual hierarchy of the enemy knows exactly how dangerous you are. You are not a sheep. You are the shepherd who carries a rod of iron. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the warrior whose armor is made of faith and whose sword is made of truth. The intensity of your attacks was merely a calibration of your future power. They wouldn't send a tactical nuclear strike against a pebble. They sent everything they had because they know you are an entire continent of destiny waiting to be claimed. Let that sink into your bone marrow. The attempts on your life, on your peace, on your finances, they were all based on a profound reverence for the threat you represent. You are a threat. You are a magnificent, glorious threat to the status quo of darkness on this planet. Every time you chose prayer over despair, every time you chose forgiveness over bitterness, every time you took a single, agonizing step forward when your entire body screamed to stop, you were confirming the divine plan. You were passing the cosmic vetting process, and now, the validation is sealed. The struggle is transitioning. You are not entering a period of peace. No, the spiritual world is too complex for that. You are entering a period of power. The resources that were held back are being released. The connections that were blocked are being established. The spiritual sight that was veiled is being restored. You are shifting from defense to offense. You are shifting from surviving to conquering. Do you understand the weight of this word? When you feel that sudden burst of strength, that unexpected clarity, that irresistible urge to move forward, that is the activation seal taking hold. That is the 777 you typed in the comments, unlocking the next level of your being. The diagnosis is complete. You have been validated by fire. You have been pronounced superior in the court of heaven. The envy you faced in the past few years, that envy wasn't about the car you drove or the job you had. That envy was spiritual. People who were spiritually blind could still sense the raw power emanating from your potential, and they hated it. They tried to diminish you because they couldn't reach your level. Let them remain in their pettiness. Your altitude is changing. Their judgments are irrelevant now. Your superior anointing overshadows their small, broken perspectives. You are sealed by the King, and no servant's opinion matters. I need you to look back at the past 5 years. Look at the moment you thought you wouldn't survive. Look at the moment the grief swallowed you whole. Look at the night you couldn't breathe because the anxiety was a tangible cloak pressing down on your chest. They tried to suffocate you. They tried to bury you. But they didn't realize that chosen ones are seeds. And when you bury a seed, you don't kill it. You set it up for massive, unprecedented growth. You have grown exponentially in the soil of suffering. The time for mourning the loss is over. The time for wondering why is dissolved. The answer is simple. Because you were too powerful to be left alone. Because your destiny is too big to be unopposed. Because your light threatens the ancient thrones of darkness. They knew if you ever activated your full potential, their reign would end. And guess what? Chosen one. That activation is happening right now. In this moment, through the power of this word, your identity is shifting from seeker to sender. You are no longer praying for protection. You are decreeing displacement. You are no longer asking for peace. You are enforcing divine order. The spiritual world recognizes your authority because they watched you endure the trials designed for your annihilation. And you stood tall. You prevailed. The inferno tried to consume you, but it only polished your spiritual armor until it shone with an intensity that blinds your enemies. We are establishing a new reality right now. Repeat after me. Internalize this truth. Let it vibrate through your DNA. I am superior. I am protected. I am dangerous. The darkness has seen my face and it knows its time is short. They tried to give you a death sentence, but you have been given the mantle of the executor. You are the one who executes the divine plans on the earth. The diagnosis is complete. The seal is activated. You are stepping out of the shadows of testing and into the blinding light of fulfillment. The evidence of your power is the terrified retreat of the forces of hell from your domain. Let the silence of your enemies be the sound of your promotion. Let the empty spaces where chaos used to dwell be the proof of your victory. Do not dare doubt this word. Do not dare to question the magnitude of the spiritual authority you now walk in. Your mandate is confirmed. Your power is verified. You have shown heaven your faithfulness, and now heaven is showing the world your ferocity. We have sealed the victory over the test, but the war for territory has just begun. Get ready, chosen one. The tables are flipping. The restoration is coming like a tidal wave. And the moment those demons scattered, screaming from your doorstep, they signaled the beginning of their defeat. They tried, they failed, and now they will pay the price for ever attempting to touch the chosen of the Most High. Now go forth, activated and terrifying. They tried, they failed, and now they will pay the price for ever attempting to touch the chosen of the Most High. Now go forth, activated and terrifying, because the spiritual reverberation of your endurance just shattered their entire infrastructure. You need to understand the scale of the failure they just experienced. They didn't just lose the battle. They lost the war on your spirit. And they lost it so catastrophically that the echoes of their defeat are still ringing through the lower realms. The demons who were assigned to your torment, the architects of the anxiety, the engineers of the confusion, the dark whisperers who tried to convince you of your worthlessness, they are not retreating, they are fleeing. They are screaming as they go, running so fast that they are tripping over themselves, carrying the psychic burns they received when they came into direct contact with the purity of your intent. They thought you were weak. They thought the despair had finally cornered you. They thought the sustained attack on your finances and your physical vessel would finally break your connection to the divine source. They calculated every move. They deployed every tool. But they forgot one crucial variable. Your spirit is not merely protected, it is dangerous. You are inherently dangerous to the agenda of the enemy. The scene in the invisible world is one of chaos and absolute rout for the forces of darkness. Death knocked on your door. Yes, you felt the cold grip. You saw the shadow loom. But when that dark energy tried to cross your threshold, it did not encounter fear. It encountered the roaring conviction of a soul that has decided, I will not yield. And in that moment, the very essence of death recoiled, terrified, because it recognized the mark of the living God upon you. It ran away screaming, empty-handed, signaling the colossal failure back to the principalities that sent it. Hear the laughter in heaven. Not the scornful laughter of judgment, but the deep, resonant laughter of pride and absolute vindication. The angels are not merely watching, they are standing at attention, their swords sheathed, recognizing the sheer raw power of the human spirit that refuses to break. They saw the furnace you walked through. They watched the heat turn up and up and up. They saw the loneliness. They saw the betrayal. They saw the moments when you wept and thought you could not take one more step. But the Ancient of Days leaned forward from the throne, and he pointed directly at you, his chosen one, and he declared, "Look at my child. Look at the resilience." They passed the test. They endured the deepest trench of the soul's journey, and they emerged, not wounded, but forged. This test was the crucible, the final activation sequence that unlocks the next phase of your destiny. You were not fighting for survival. You were fighting for spiritual certification. And you earned it. You earned it with blood, sweat, and silent tears. And because you passed, the entire infrastructure that was used against you is now collapsing. Those who acted as instruments of the darkness, the human agents, the gossips, the manipulators, the soul-suckers who deliberately tried to derail your peace, they are already feeling the instantaneous, surgical weight of divine retribution. You don't have to seek revenge. You don't have to lift a finger. Your hands are clean, but the karmic boomerang is now in flight. Moving with blinding speed towards the originators of the attack, they sowed chaos, and they will reap immediate yet unavoidable consequences. Their foundations are shaking. The structures they built on lies and envy are crumbling around them, even as we speak. They are learning the hard truth. You are simply too expensive to touch. The price of admission into your life is too high for the wicked to pay. The moment they lifted their hand against you, they signed their own cosmic eviction notice. They tried, but they failed. Now they must answer to the cosmic accountant. This is not a future promise. This is happening now. This immediate payment of karmic debt is your reward for endurance. You do not carry their baggage. You do not hold their bitterness. You stand validated, clean, and absolutely terrifying to the enemy. The victory is not partial. The victory is total. Accept this truth into your core. You won. They lost. That period of intense spiritual warfare is over, replaced now by the sweet, terrifying realization of your spiritual superiority. You have established a new baseline of power. You have proven that even when your back is against the wall, even when despair whispers your name, the light within you burns brighter than the entire collected darkness of this dimension. You are marked. You are dangerous. You are victorious. And now that the battlefield has been cleared, now that the dust of their failed attempt has settled, now that the angels have recorded your name in the scrolls of the victors, the time has come to discuss the glorious, terrifying next phase of your activation. Prepare yourself, chosen one, because the same divine hand that protected you in the fire is now reaching out to lift you higher, towards the seat of your true authority. Prepare for the unveiling. Prepare for the coronation. Prepare for the unveiling. Prepare for the coronation. Because the test is over, chosen one, and the results have been tallied in the halls of glory. The archangels have presented their report, and the verdict is absolute. You did not just survive, you transcended. You did not just pass the test, you annihilated the test. You walked through the fire they intended to consume you, and you emerged not smelling of smoke, but shining like refined gold. This is not a metaphor. This is spiritual physics. And now, the shift is instantaneous. The atmosphere around you is changing. The air is thickening with blessing, not tension. You are standing in the threshold of your new reality, and the transition is complete. Look around you, but don't look back. Don't dare look back at the dust and the chaos of the last season. That season is dead, buried, and the memory of your suffering has been sealed away by divine decree. The time for pain is over. The time for struggle is over. The time for being misunderstood and rejected is finally, violently over. Because now, chosen one, you must internalize this truth. A truth that makes the powers of darkness weep in frustration. You are untouchable. Say it with me. Feel it vibrate through your core. You are untouchable. They tried every trick in the book. They tried sabotage. They tried sickness. They tried loneliness. They tried financial collapse. They tried to send messengers of doubt and despair into your bedroom at 3 a.m. They tried, and they failed. They failed catastrophically. The attempts on your life, on your sanity, on your destiny, they were not just unsuccessful. They were utilized by the divine to forge you into the precise weapon you are today. You are now too heavy with glory for the demons to lift. You are too bright for the shadows to approach. You are not just protected. You are guarded by a celestial security detail that answers directly to the throne. The energy surrounding you right now is not merely defensive, it is actively offensive. When you enter a room, the demons stationed there do not whisper, they scream and flee. They ran away terrified from your door, and they are still running. They are reporting back to their dark lords, their mouths dry, their voices shaking, saying, "We cannot touch the chosen one. The armor is too thick, the light is too blinding. They are the favorite. They are the favorite." Yes, understand this absolute truth. You are the favorite of God. This is not arrogance. This is factual reporting from the heavenly realms. You are the one whose name is spoken with pride in the courts of heaven. God is not simply tolerating you. God is immensely, deeply, profoundly proud of the way you handled yourself in the crisis. He saw you when you thought you couldn't take another step, and he dispatched the specific angel you needed, who carried you through the deepest valley. And now, the reward is here. The harvest is mandated. A new cycle of astronomical, undeniable abundance begins for you right now, in this very second. This is not about getting a little bit back. This is about cosmic restoration multiplied by the favor of the King. Whatever the enemy stole, whatever the thief snatched, it is returning to you sevenfold, immediately. The money you lost is coming back as opportunities that defy logic. The relationships you mourned are being replaced by divine connections that nurture your soul. The health you sacrificed in the battle is being rebuilt by divine, rapid regeneration. The floodgates have opened, and this is a financial tsunami designed only for you. Don't block it with doubt. Don't question the source. Don't try to rationalize the miracle. Your only job now is gratitude. Your only instruction is simplicity. Do not look back. Do not analyze how it happened. Do not give the enemy another second of your precious mental energy. Don't revisit the pain. Just look forward, open your hands, and thank the divine for the absolute, terrifying victory you secured. This is your coronation. I see the angels positioning themselves around you, not to fight, but to witness. I see the crown of pure authority being lowered onto your head, a crown that symbolizes dominion over the very circumstances that tried to kill you. You are now operating from a level of spiritual authority that you did not possess 6 months ago. The words you speak will carry unparalleled weight. Your affirmations are now decrees. Your prayers are immediate policy change in the spiritual world. You are dangerous. You are powerful. You are fully awake. Step into this new reality without apology. Walk as the sovereign you were forged to be. The dust has settled. The battlefield is clear, and you are standing on the ruins of the enemy's final attempt. They will try again, because darkness is stupid, but their attempts will be weaker. Their power nullified by the sheer light radiating from your victorious spirit. The prophecy is activated. The coronation is complete. The abundance is flowing. But for this reality to fully magnetize to your life, you must seal it with your declaration. You must speak the truth of your new identity into the atmosphere of this digital space. This is your final act of defiance against the shadow realm. As the energies of this prophetic message settle, I demand that you go into the comments right now. Do not hesitate. Do not wait until later. Your timing is the divine timing. Type this powerful phrase, lock it into the energetic field, and watch how quickly the manifest reality shifts around you. Speak your new, untouchable truth. Type, I am God's untouchable favorite. Say it. Feel it. Own it. Type it. and receive the unprecedented, immediate abundance and authority that is yours by divine right. The war is over. Chosen one, enjoy your reign.